Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Any and There's Always a Disney God. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you go to disneyguy.tk um, and check out my website and subscribe to my blog. And also check out shop.disneyguy.tk and get you guys some merch. Go to our on the merchandise site and get you some merch from me. And yeah, let's get into today's episode. Yeah, you guys, welcome back to another episode, and let's get into what we're going to be talking about. So today we're going to be talking about how Loki connects to the WandaVision ending. And let me pull up the article real quick. Okay, here we go, you guys. So it is said here that Scarlet Witch has a strange ending in WandaVision. And one theory claims that Loki, the finale, may have caused it. In the Loki finale, Lady Loki make it to the Citadel, which is at the end of time. While they're there, they discover He Who Remains, a Kang the Conqueror variant, and is the person pulling the strings at the Time Variance Authority. According to He Who Remains, the TVA is the only way to stop an infinite number of Kang variants from causing a multiversal war. But Lady Loki doesn't believe it. Instead, she kills the King variant, and the timeline immediately starts to branch off. Now, if you guys remember, if you watched the episode in the Citadel, right, I believe far past the Citadel, the multiverse line, it was glowing, like literally right when they walked up to it, and it was glowing. And when she killed him in the scene, if you saw when they showed the scene of how the multiverse actually started to branch off literally, and it was branching off crazy, and that was the point of the TVA. Even I believe Mobius and some of the other former TVA guards, they saw it and they said there's no turning back now, because it branched off so bad that the line on the TVA monitor just started bleeping. So it was nothing they could do after that. That was the whole point of the TVA, was to stop the variants from causing infinite multiversal branches and multiversal wars and nexus events. WandaVision, the first MCU show that premiered on Disney Plus, ended with an interesting credit scene. And in the credit scene, Wanda Maximoff, which is played by Elizabeth Olsen, isolates herself in a cabin and goes into a full-on Scarlet Witch mode. She's also studying the Darkhold Power ancient book spells that was once in Agatha's basement. Though Wanda's kids previously disappeared along with her fake sitcom world, she hears their voices while studying the book. They're both crying for help. The Loki finale may have changed the WandaVision ending. In killing He Who Remains, Lady Loki unleashed the multiverse on the MCU. Now Marvel can revisit previous shows and storylines. Multiple versions of the same characters can appear, and everything is about to erupt into chaos. With the possibility of other timelines, it is reasonable to think that Billy and Tommy now exist, because if you guys remember, in WandaVision, when we found out that, when we were really getting into who created the world, and in episode 9, when Wanda was starting to take down the world, as she was taking it down, Tommy, Billy, and Vision were all, coming down with the sitcom world, because they were attached to the reality. And since they're not real, and Vision definitely can't live twice, it defies the laws of nature. Even when Vision tried to walk outside the portal, outside the reality, his pieces of him started to return back to the reality, because that's where he was created from. He was created from Wanda, and the only way he can live is inside that reality. But yeah, after when she took it down the second time, finally taking it down, Billy and Tommy were gone. But now that Loki in the season finale, now that Loki, um, now that Lady Loki killed He Who Remains, now that the branch has opened, well, all these different branches have opened up, not only will chaos erupt, but that means multiple timelines, multiple events, different variations of how things could or may happen. Now that all of these have come out, if we're speaking theoretically, Tommy and Billy exist now. If we're speaking in like a theoretical case, because technically, well, actually, technically, yeah, they exist. Because in every alternate reality, there's always an alternate to that, to their present reality. So yeah, if we're speaking in technicalities, then definitely they should exist. Now, which most likely will lead up to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'm pretty sure. Which, based off this, if well, let me finish reading the article first. By unlocking the multiverse, Lady Loki may have resurrected Wanda's twins. This may be the reason that Wanda can hear the twins in the credit scene. Adding evidence to the theory, Wanda is already deeply connected to the multiverse, which obviously because of her power, she's able to manipulate and create realities. Scarlet Witch may be a Nexus being with the ability to create branched multiverse timelines. The character is also said to have a role in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Obviously, if you look in the title, in the Multiverse of Madness, I mean, it couldn't be any obvious. Additionally, fans noticed during season 1 that the WandaVision credit scenes was changed, and an indivisible floating blob was added outside the cabin in WandaVision, causing speculation that Doctor Strange visited Wanda, giving the timing Loki could have led to the change. Perhaps messing with the timeline means past Marvel projects are back in play and won't remain static. Of course, Loki may have nothing to do with it. WandaVision came out months before the God of Mischief's Disney Plus show. So Wanda didn't need Loki to hear her kids with Wanda's limited understanding of the hex that she created. It's possible her kids still exist somewhere and the Darkhold is unlocking her ability to reach them. Also, she's got access to chaos magic, which allows her to manipulate existence and make one of the most powerful characters in the MCU. Lady Loki undoubtedly changed the MCU and likely unlocked numerous timelines where Wanda's kids still exist. However, when it comes to Scarlet Witch, she definitely probably doesn't need help. So yeah. And then this is the order of how things are planned to release. You know, Shang-Chi is planned to release on September 3rd, 2021. Eternals, November 5th, 2021. Spider-Man No Way Home, December 17th, 2021. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, March 25th, 2022. Thor Love and Thunder, May 6th, 2022. Black Panther, July 8th, 2022. Captain Marvel's 2 is planned to be released on November 11th, 2022. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania is planned to be released on February 17th, 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is planned to be May 5th, 2023. So, I'm pretty sure, based off how these events are going, Kang most likely may be the next villain in Avengers 5. I don't know for sure, but it seems like the most accurate thing to say. It most likely has to be Kang. Because with Kang, everything around Kang is time related. Kang is a literal time god. Let me rephrase that. He's a time god. So most likely, maybe I'm wrong. It's a theory, but the way these movies are being released and the way that, Disney not Disney, the way Marvel went about with this, it definitely seems that way with the next upcoming with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I'm definitely curious to see what's going to happen in Loki season 2. Most likely the show is going to be released around June 2022. I'm pretty sure they did say that they were going to begin filming for the season. When was it? It was in like early of January 2022. I believe so. Yeah, in like early January 2022. So most likely, or you know what? It may not be finished by June 2022. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm right. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. It depends on when they start filming. Because if they start filming later than after January, then most likely it's probably going to be like July or August. But I guess we'll find out when they release the news on it. Oh, and director Kate Herron won't be returning either. But yeah, these have been an amazing couple of shows. I mean, they haven't set out a Hawkeye release date or a Miss Marvel's release date, but hopefully we'll get news on that. But thank you for listening in to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow this podcast on both Google and Spotify. Give me a rating on IMDb. Thank you for listening in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And yeah, bye bye, guys.